And in the words of the great Kevin Weeks, welcome to the National. Lexi Lafreniere, first NHL goal in OT, and obviously it was a GW.
It was, and that's a great way to start, isn't it? Why not?
Does it get any better than that?
No, it can't. It can't. No, congrats to him, to Lexi Lafreniere. Welcome to the National. You heard it last night, but congrats to him. A game winner in OT on the road up in Buffalo. It was huge for him. Nice to see. It had been a slow start for him, and especially considering just how dominant this guy's been in the CHL, back in junior in Canada, the Quebec League specifically, shredding that league up. World Juniors, we've seen it all, and that hasn't translated so far. It's young. It's early in this NHL season. I think the difficulty has been compounded by the fact that you have a shortened training camp, no preseason games, but more importantly for him, nice to see him on the board.
Yeah, but it's level playing field for everyone involved. Obviously, no exhibition games, really no practices at this point. But at 2-4-1, 5 points on the season in an insanely competitive division, what's the state of the Rangers right now? I'm not sure what to think.
You know, that's a fair question. I had a chance to see them up close at the Garden last week against the Devils, and I'm looking at the Rangers right now. They're trying to reestablish what they did last year, what they did well. Last year, they played hard. They were much more physical in front of both nets. The goaltending, of course, was outstanding all season long for the most part. They had the three goalies, of course, with the great Henrik Lundqvist being in that mix. And so far this season, they've been a little bit disjointed. There hasn't been consistency in those areas that brought them the successful year that they had last season. So you can see, as far as the goals and the production, low numbers across the board. Now, at least it's across the board, in fairness, but the numbers are low. But look for Artemi Panarin to heat up. Zibanejad, look for him to heat up at some point here. And more importantly, though, LG, a lot of it will fall on these two young goalies. And let's be honest, these two guys are very talented. They're super skilled. They, too, didn't have the benefit of preseason games. That's very, very difficult for a goalie to get your feel and your timing and your spacing and your reads and your positioning. So
I was going to ask you about that. I think that's a great point that you bring up, just the lack of shots. And once again, you're getting some morning skates, very few practices. You're facing very few shots, and some guys just need to get into that rhythm. Cheadle's obviously out, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens through those 4 losses, though, by just 1 goal.
Yes.
But a loss is a loss.
Yeah, this is true.
An L is an L.
Yeah, an L is an L.
In that win-loss column at the end of the day. So just 5 points for the New York Rangers. We'll see if there's an uptick. But in this abbreviated season, each and every point counts.
Absolutely.
Okay.